even if you know that everything is possible, but like there's still some things that are not possible.
That you feel like they're impossible.
Whether you believe or not.
Some actions you might embark on might be reversible. Some might be irreversible.
When you have a plan that you want to set in motion, you have to think of every possibilities and every negativities. It's from that negativity you would have to start thinking of another positivity and
There's something I heard
to make it a
recently.
possibility.
Yeah.
What did you
I
say?
heard something recently.
So today on set we have me, like I said before, and Claire. And Claire is ready to clear some things out. Claire, take the floor.
I should take the floor.
Yeah, it's just both of us there. Don't mind any external factor you see beside
I'm
or
trying to
behind
take
us.
the floor. The floor not really.
Yeah. Let's ask the ghost to help us lift the floor. Would you like to do
He's
this?
looking at you, disgust. Like what are these people talking about?
Would you like to take the honor of lifting the floor and taking the ground? And taking the floor.
So apparently, there's a misconception.
Ghost can talk.
Okay, about
the fact that
please make sense.
reality is a fiction of your imagination.
There we go again.
We agree. Moving on.
And that your imagination determines your reality.
Yes, I agree. Moving on.
Am I the only one confused here
Is that what's confusing you?
to what she's agreeing to? Or she just wants to move on from the speech?
If you're moving on, that means you have to bring up something we'll talk about. So you're saying moving on.
I agree now.
Why you
I
agreeing
agree.
to
You
it?
don't have to agree, we'll talk about it.
But I agree now.
The imagination is the realization of your reality.
What? The imagination.
It's the...
How you take coin your English?
Say it again.
But you agree.
No, but it's true now.
What is true?
Your imagination is like your reality most of the time. That's exactly what you mean. Yeah? What do you mean?
I mean, like, the way you're seeing life
Mm.
is based on how your perception is.
When I've imagined it.
Okay, this is exactly not what you
Based on
said the
your
first
perception.
time. You know, you said two different things.
What did I say first?
That reality is a fiction of our imagination,
Yes, that was it.
and then you said something else. Please, can you say what you
It's the
said?
reverse
again?
button.
Your reality is
Mhm.
based on your imagination.
That's one.
Mhm.
Two.
Your imagination is a fiction of your reality.
Don't be waiting. Don't this guy it's a lie. That
You're
means
lost.
what you said,
But-
you just said it, like just said it.
But that's the thing.
But if my imagination is...
Like how you see life now is like how you are. There's something you guys were saying the other day
About
that your character, how you are,
Mm.
is a build-up of your character. Like how you are physically, your physical structure is a
Said it.
build-up. Was it not you?
Probably it's not me.
Was it
I've
Henry?
not had that conversation before.
Like how you are physically, your physical structure is a build-up of your character.
I don't understand.
No, okay, so
Like
To be
your
honest-
character has a physical effect on has an effect on your physical appearance.
give me an example.
An example. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, just take your time. Because the first thing he said, the way I understood it, is that like your reality is a fiction of your imagination. Like you know the way they used to say you call for things that been of like imagine it and then call it something like that. Like you know, I was talking. That was one of the episodes talk about emotional gravity,
Yeah.
where like things kind of like gravitate towards you based on how you what you're
imagine
thinking
it.
about and everything.
But
So,
if things are like that, then I should be married by now.
okay, I've been thinking about that
You're
means
thinking about
you're not
marriage.
thinking about it
I've
right.
imagined my life.
There's a right way to think about it.
Yeah.
There's a right way to think about it.
Calm down.
No, not like
Sure.
not married per se. It's like I should have a sweet love life. By that.
Mm.
See,
So guys, you can make the imagination real.
you see,
you
this my
know.
thing is now beginning to like I'll
Why you
change.
looking at me like that?
Like, say,
Oh, you don't want me to come to real?
Yeah, that's true, Shavo. Like,
You don't want it to come to reality.
What's that? Okay, no. So basically, yeah. Anytime I say basically,
It's not basic.
to come out.
It's not basic.
no. But sincerely, you have to be like, yes, what we imagine most times like eventually happen to us, right? But you have to be.
That's what I'm saying. You said the one she said no, and then you said maybe she's not doing it right.
No. I just blotted out.
Yeah.
Basically.
So you're saying whether you did it right or not, it works like that.
No, last in this life, there is always how will I put it,
Loops.
not just loops, but like I don't know, for lack of better, let me say friction. Like the way you would probably want things to happen for you sometimes, they'll still have like you still have to fight your way through sometimes. So you might imagine this and it will take even longer time than you. It might eventually still happen for you, but like it might just take a little longer than.
So imagination is not enough.
No, just imagine sit down one place, you go walk now. You
So-
imagine and then you
Because
go out.
like sometimes when I tend to like imagine some things, I don't know if it's imagination or overthinking actually. Because when you tend to like when an image has displayed in my head, I like it when it just displays.
You know that
once
is one thing
and it's
for-
gone and it feels like okay, it's going to happen. You get, but when it keeps replaying over and over and over and over, it's like I'm watching a cartoon in my brain, and I know that thing would never happen.
You know that it's one thing for you to imagine something, it's another thing for you to speak it. So when you imagine it, speak it.
Okay.
Speak it as in
Keep saying it. Yes,
how?
now.
Okay. Imagine that. Just imagine something.
I've imagined it.
Now speak what you've just imagined.
Yes, now. Let's say
Now say what you've just imagined. Like manifest into existence.
Okay.
or rather I would say speak into
existence,
Like
yeah.
speak it into it. So you keep saying it.
Saying it.
So I think there is
happens.
power in imagination and there is also power in speaking it. Because even when God created like the earth and everything, he spoke it into existence. He imagined it was like, okay, so let's create this. He still had to speak it.
And then he still had to do it.
Yeah, for the one he had to do.
Was it the
Exactly.
speaking that made it happen, or was it the doing?
I think all of them work hand in hand. I think you can't remove.
It's like a
one.
process.
Yeah.
So
you can't-
imagine first you speak and then you act.
Okay, hold on.
You go to you work.
We're in for it.
$1 million.
You don't say,
You're not gonna work for it. I don't blame you. Do you realize that
do you know that most people do all this like
that thing is very crazy?
manifestation?
It's very, do you know why?
Why?
It's very crazy because even when you check, now we're using scriptural references here. If you check the case of the woman that she went to meet Elijah here, that her husband was owing and they wanted to take the son.
Okay.
Elijah asked, "What do you have in your house?"
Yes.
She said, "Oh, I don't have anything, just a little jar of." He now said, "Bring it. Go and borrow vessels, not a few." It means that as many if that woman had gone through the length and breadth of that city to gather vessels and entered her room and banged the door and stepped out, that oil will not stop till all the vessels have been filled up.
Yeah.
That's one. Number two.
So her imagination was limited.
Not just that her imagination was limited, it wasn't limited as per se, but in the doing, she limited herself by, another reference, but not necessarily now is, I don't know, hell is something like that, where like your actions can limit the harvest you're supposed to have. When Jesus met Peter and like he was a fisherman, right? They met him. He met him. So Jesus told him, cast the nets. Uncle cast what? Nets. And then the net now broke. So they now say net breaking harvest. So if you had casted nets, you would have gotten enough harvest. But you casted net. That's another thing. Again, when picture that this thing said, picture and they ask, what do you have in your hand? Shana Moses. Rod.
The rod, yeah.
What do you have? So you just have to take that you imagine and you speak is not enough. You have to act.
So you have to act according to your imagination.
Yes.
Okay.
Or beyond your imagination. Is it possible to act beyond your imagination?
God will obviously do beyond, because he himself he said you will do beyond your own imagination.
I know God will do.
So
beyond
if you're acting,
I'm asking, is it possible to act beyond your imagination? Because I think like once you set an imagination, you can't act above it.
It depends on what you mean by above.
If I set a goal for myself, like, and I limit it, I can't act.
That's the problem. Why would you want to limit yourself?
It's not I want to limit myself. In my head, I'm not limiting myself, but for me, this is where this is the extent I want.
But
to
when you're getting to that limit of like
and then
your first imagination, you see that you can cross it. That means you know that you can cross it, but you just feel like you just don't believe you can cross it.
It's not that you don't believe, but you have not even thought of whether you believe or not. You just set it like, okay, this is
exactly what I'm saying.
Just like that example that you used, the woman that went to get this thing. Maybe when that thing was overflowing,
she didn't have faith enough to know that this thing will really even.
That's what I'm saying. At that point, that it was overflowing. That's like what she said. Now, when you're getting there, you can set another imagination. But like at that point, she can't really go out and bring out more.
That's another thing. Now, there are consequences for actions. Some actions you might embark on might be reversible. Some might be irreversible. So there are some that you can embark on that you still have the what's it called? The capacity to enlarge again, like to increase the goal and everything. But there are some that once you hit it,
you can't go beyond.
Is it reversible? Somebody say.
This looks like it's gonna stop me.
So yeah.
That's nice. But that's the thing. Like, it's not. Some people will see the fact that she brought a lot of jar as greed.
Yeah, that's like another thing.
No, it's greed.
It's not greed. Now you are owing. Somebody now meets you and now say, borrow vessels. The person gave you specific instructions, not a few. And the person now say, when you've borrowed the vessels, enter your room, shut the door, and start pouring.
Don't you think that room is limited?
Well, if she has a small room,
what if she filled the room?
If it was that her room was the problem, now where they now come to the point of enlarge your tent,
Strengthen your coat.
strengthen your tent.
But they said close the door. So when you like say, okay, my room is limited, it's just a cubicle, and I want to build a tent, there is no door to close in the tent.
No, you're not concerned. Not concerned.
Okay,
That won't concern you. Seriously, that won't concern you.
Because you have to build the tent outside. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, inside that your own. So this thing is, that in
Is
life.
that like as if you have backyard and
in life, tent does not necessarily mean a physical distance. But I know that we are referencing, like, we're based on that woman's encounter with Elijah. Exactly. So, but they didn't tell us that she was limited by space. They said the vessels she borrowed finished. The oil stopped. That's what they tell us. They don't tell us say space na ain't concern or say space no cost anything. They say the vessels that she brought were finished and then the oil stopped. They now told her, take the oil, go and sell and use the money to settle your debt.
But do you know that, like, it's a fact that we are not we are limitless, right? Like you can be anything you want to be.
Sure, definitely.
But at the end of the day, there's that vastness may not be like there are factors that limits all those things.
I agree.
You get? So like even if you know that everything is possible, but like there's still some things that are not possible.
That you feel like they're impossible.
Whether you believe or not. Do you get?
But you make the possible out of the impossibility.
So this I think
you
make
you
the
make
possible out of the you create a possible out of the impossibility.
Yeah,
because you're the one that created that possibility in the first place to reach its limit. If what I'm trying to say
not
is
necessarily, not necessarily. So not necessarily. No, see, I understand where you're coming from, but where he is coming from is that human beings have endless possibilities, but most times you see that we can't get to those possibilities based on limiting factors. Now it could be based on programming. Like there is this philosopher that said, "Give me 10 children, I'll turn them into 10 different things that I want." Like, how do I explain? You probably would have heard it now. Like, give me 10 children, and maybe I don't know if na them go tell am wetin he wants make them be, but the fact is that he will turn them into 10 different things that he wants them to be. So it boils down to programming. Now, when you give birth to a child, the way you like bring up the child will also determine where that child is headed for. Now, there's a story I heard. These people are from a very poor background, very poor. But the man, the way he saw himself, like his children, the future he saw for his children, he didn't want to limit it. He didn't like feel like, oh, this is my condition. I think from the story, the man was a keke driver. That his situation cannot be what will limit his children. So now and then, he will take the children to the airport and show them the plane flying. Say, this is how you be flying. So from their early childhood, we start programming them that you will fly. See, where we are now should not even. And today, none of those children, they just so early programming, I think,
is a very important role.
Exactly. In how you see the world, like whether you be able to reach your potential to exceed it too.
So at the end of the day, it's not entirely based on the individual.
No, it's not just tied to you.
So you can believe from heaven to earth. If you're not conditioned in a way, you may not pass or step.
You can anyways.
But it's going to be harder now compared to someone that was programmed in a particular way.
Yes. Well, that is there. But if from the early childhood you're able to see a loophole, like say, okay, no, this is exactly when this is not where I want to be. I want to go past this. You can from that time start.
But it's going to be hard. It's going to be harder, way harder than somebody that
have support
that,
system around them. You can say that.
That's
But
some people may still even end up not reaching
potentials. And
because
that's why they
started
say if you go to the graveyard, you know what you will see?
potentials.
Dreams, potentials that just.
So at the end of the day, there's a lot of things tied to it. Your environment,
Sure.
your upbringing, and all of that.
Actually,
Even your friends, like
your
people you surround
friends.
yourself, like societies you belong to, community where you like a lot of things like.
That's true, Sha. Those could be your limited factors. But at the same time, that's what they call there should be like a plan B and plan C and like backups just in case when.
Don't you think plan B's and plan C are
Still tied to all these elements.
it's kind of framed out?
Like when you're like when you have a plan that you want to set in motion, you have to think of every possibilities and every negativities. It's from that negativity you would have to start thinking of another positivity
There's something I heard
to make it a
recently.
possibility.
Yeah.
What did you
I
say?
heard something recently. So I don't know. So now
I don't know
this is something I heard. I don't know.
I just hear possibility.
I don't know.
It was making sense and it actually made sense, but now I can't repeat it.
Okay.
So I heard something recently. So let's like take a minute to think about it. Someone said that why most successful people are successful is that they don't think about how something will work, and then start like having a backup plan, something like that, like in case this is how it will it will work like this, but what if it doesn't work? Then I start thinking about what they think about is what are the things that will make this thing not to work. You list it out. They will now start doing the opposite to make it work. So not necessarily that they are now number one, I will do this to make it work. Number two, I will do this to make. They'll say, okay, what and what can make this thing not to work? They will list down, okay, if I do this, it will not work. If I do this, it will not work. If I now say, okay, so the opposite, and that's not doing it.
That's what. Now it just makes sense.
That was what
I said.
Yeah.
No, what I said was you think of a plan in motion.
Yeah, and then
you find everything, then you see the negativity, turn it into a positivity and make it a possibility. Come on, you can come back.
Standing ovation for this one.
Hey! I said I didn't know that made sense. I just said it.
She said it. I picked it and I remember that. Oh, I had heard someone that said something that is like.
God, I was a motivational speaker in my past life. Come on, look at that. Take a look.
Give me this one. Just today. She will keep bringing it up.
It must be edited in the short so that I look so smart. I'm like,
you look so smart. Doesn't mean you are not smart, but you just want to look so
smart.
No.
So that I won't just be looking like the girl that put that away in the freezer. That is a limitation.
So that you just do
look like the girl that puts out away inside freezer.
That is a limitation. Now I just broke that limitation. Do you get it?
So yeah, I think
we're proud of you. We're proud of you.
That's very nice.
We're proud.
What a wisdom. It's just like comes once in a while.
A better problem with that too.
No, honestly.
If your Rema word, they come once in a while.
No, sometimes it happens like you say something, you said a bunch of things, but you to the person you're talking to, it feels everything is making sense. Then all of a sudden, when you're not thinking back to everything you've said, you just don't
understand.
You're not making sense out of what you're making, in whatever you're saying. That was why I said when I said it,
it made sense.
It made sense, but after some time, I could not retract whatever I said. That's why I say it comes once in a while, you just say it and
your luck was I was able to pick it up. If not, Kuzi would have said laughing at you.
As in, Kuzi was able to say, what did he say? What did he say? And I said, it's the reverse button.
That must be the show. Okay, so about that. Okay, good now.
Oh my goodness. But it's actually very, very nice show.
So at the end of the day, not every possibility is a possibility. On its own.
You have to
if you take
back it up by actions now.
You know that there are people that have dreams. If you go there are this maybe some people that are doing organizers or all these very little. That was not their dream. You get? So it's not that they didn't have, but it's not that the people that are in higher places that have more dreams and all this thing. But what do you think made them to still remain in that? Okay, because based on the society, environment, they're maybe not working hard.
No, they're actually working hard.
But their environment is their limiting factor.
Yes.
So if they move from there to a different environment, they're going to do better.
So when I say environment, I don't mean
physical environment.
Where they are based currently.
What do you mean by the mental?
Society. Because now there are people that you knew while growing up. To you that time, they were really well to do. But now you've grown and then you see the magnitude of the things they are doing, and then you realize, wow, growth really happens. And then it's their family now, maybe their dad or their mom rose, and then right, they kind of rose to the occasion, and then you're able to what's it called? What's the grammar now? they were able to like fend for them, like take care of their this thing, to like bring them into that their future, so to say. Now, these other people that you're talking about, maybe this I'm just yeah. So it could be that they were probably the breadwinner of the family. Maybe it's not limited to that, but like maybe their parents were or their dad is kind of like late, or maybe like when you say vulcanizer now, it could be that the guy eventually now had to be the breadwinner of the family. And then maybe, there are some families that the relatives, like everybody surrounding them, they are down.
Yeah.
There is no one's head that is lifted up. Because if it's like that, okay, maybe there is one or two persons that their head is kind of like lifted up, they can still like bring them up
like
over time. But imagine if all of them in their family, their heads are like they are down, like you will fight to be able to like even some of them actually even sacrifice their lives to bring their siblings like into their own future. Do you get? And then eventually they're the ones that like. So imagine if like the society, everything around them is not even like, it's not in their favor. It's not working to like favor them. And in that scenario, in that case, you not say that they're not working hard. But like everything around them
is just them to
is against them.
move forward.
So except maybe God now sends a helper, maybe out of the blues that is not even connected to them, maybe someone, maybe that kind of thing here, maybe once you now see maybe one in how many of them will now